Hi, my name is John Maxey, Director of Church Planning and Revitalization, and you are listening to a Mississippi Baptist Convention Board production.
All right. Hey, Jon Martin, how are you doing today?
I'm great.
You're great. That's like a cereal brand, I think, right there. Tony the Tiger.
I was thinking about it. I was answering great and thinking, are you really? You know?
Oh, man. It's funny. I know you have a busy schedule, boss, but thanks for coming into the studio today. And we are so glad to be at the table today with a new favorite here at 515 Mississippi Street. Mm-hmm. Braelyn Weaver sits across from us. How are you doing, Braelyn?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here.
Yep. Look at that. Yep. Fresh in Mississippi. And we will talk to her in just a second so you can better know Braelyn and what she's all about here in Mississippi Baptist Life. So, John, we've got some big events right around the corner, and I'm sure people are tired of us talking about it, right?
Yeah. So, Impact Training is coming up in the month of August, and look, here's the deal. I've seen a lot of people on Facebook say, "We'll be there. I'm going. Can't wait." That sort of stuff. But you haven't registered. So, like, if you could register,
let us know officially.
It would be really good if you could do that. Particularly, you have to register at least 1 week before the Impact Training that you're going to attend if you want dinner. So it's possible that you're going to come and you don't want dinner, but it also helps us decide which breakouts people are going to go to and that sort of thing. So please register. We've got some information on the website at mbcb.org/events. There's also on our social media pages. We've got information too, but we probably need to remind people of the dates and where they're going to be.
Yeah, and so the first date is August 7th in Philadelphia. So the deadline is coming up here very, very soon. Go ahead and put your registration in to make sure you have food. Do we know what the food is in Philadelphia yet?
No idea.
It's coming around the corner.
I'm sure somebody does, but I don't.
So August 7th, First Baptist Philadelphia. August 11th is at North Greenwood, Jim Phillips Church. And then August 12th, the very next day, is at First Baptist Tupelo. August 18th, First Baptist Laurel. August 19th, for First Baptist Natchez.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. It's going to be about engaging your community. And so we recognize that Mississippi is a lost state. We estimate about 73% of Mississippians don't have a personal relationship with Christ. And so just an encouragement for our churches to get out and reach those in their communities. And so I think it's going to be encouraging, and hope that folks will plan on being there, being a part of it.
And really, this is a great time of the year to reconnect as Mississippi Baptist. We have different things throughout the year, and this is really a good fall kickoff for everybody.
Yeah.
I know it's a busy season, school's starting back, fall events at your church, but man, if you can just dip away for those few hours, those evenings, starts at 5:15 through 8:30. And Braelyn, I'm going to bring you in here on the conversation at the end of this announcement, and I know you're looking forward to some of these towns, right? Mississippi?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Philadelphia, August 7th. Are you going to be able to make that one?
Yes. I'll be at the first three, at least. Okay. I know that for sure.
So have you been to Philadelphia yet?
No.
Greenwood?
No.
Tupelo?
No.
Laurel?
No.
Natchez?
No.
This is going to be a great one, yes.
That's good.
Those are good stops, too. So Philadelphia is a great place to start.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And the hometown of Jon Martin, FYI.
Right.
Neshoba County, watch out.
That's right. Yeah, no doubt.
John's taught me a lot about Mississippi. I'm more of a city boy, and so Jon teaches me a lot about the country.
I've had to take
areas.
him through Mississippi history class, and so I have to take you through Mississippi history class as well.
And geography.
There's probably geography.
SOS.
Well, you know, the geography thing, I got lost yesterday in Greenwood, or day before yesterday in Greenwood. I was supposed to go to, can I say this? Let's see. I was supposed to go to a church that's first word in the name of the church was new. Can you imagine?
Okay. Yep.
Well, I happened to be at Old, the name of the church. So I was like, there's nobody here. Called the pastor. He's like, man, I'm standing out the front door. I'm like, well, I'm standing at the front door too. And he's like, oh, you're at Old. I'm at New. So then I couldn't find it. Anyway, so you say I'd help you with geography. I'm not helping you with geography.
You're not the one.
Google Maps is your best friend.
That's right.
Waze is a great tool. So people always say, how'd you get here today? I was like, I have no idea. Did you come down Highway 3? I have no idea.
GPS.
I have no idea. I turned where the map said to turn, so no doubt. Anyway, I don't know how to get off on that, but
We can talk about that forever. Let's
it's
go.
good though.
All right.
You're going to go from Natchez, very historical town in Mississippi, to the Mississippi Delta. So you're going to get to experience it all. Birthplace of Elvis, man. Hometown, Laurel. You know,
This is like the Mississippi tourism podcast now.
The Neshoba County Fair. You know, Mississippi's giant house party in Philadelphia. So you get all that culture,
And
man.
it's funny, Braelyn. The title of the show is called Around the Table, Mississippi Baptist Around the Table. And so, like, we should talk more about food around Mississippi. That's what really gets us going. So hopefully you can have some good food as you make some of these stops.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I was wondering about Philadelphia. We got to decide about food for Philadelphia. So, do you like catfish?
Yes, I
Yes.
do.
You'll fit right in. There you go.
That's right.
So before we ask too many more questions, let's just jump straight to what's the best way to get to know Braelyn Weaver?
I don't really know. I would say you can follow me on social media.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've got Instagram, I've got Facebook. Go find me on there. Also, if you call or email me, I would love to go get coffee or lunch or anything like that. Just hang out, chat. Love that kind of stuff. Also, come by the office.
Yeah,
I've been
there
trying
you
to make
go.
my office really cute. So it's a work in progress because most of my stuff has not arrived yet. But we're getting there.
Well,
So-
good. So obviously, the reason you don't know geography in Mississippi is because you are not a native Mississippian, right?
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about your who you are, where you come from.
Where you
girl.
come from?
Yeah, good question. So I'm from Oklahoma. I was not born in Oklahoma, but I was raised there, lived there my whole life. Grew up in Southwest Oklahoma, a small town called Altus. Went to Martha Road Baptist Church my whole life. And if it was up to me, I probably never would have left for any reason whatsoever. But I did go to college at Oklahoma Baptist University, so I ventured over to Shawnee. Then after college, I married my preschool sweetheart, and we went to New Orleans for seminary. I did 1 year of seminary there, and then Wyatt, my husband, got into PT school back in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So we went back to Oklahoma City. We were in New Orleans for exactly 11 months, and then we're back in Oklahoma City. So we were there for 3 years, and now I'm here.
Yeah, good deal.
Yeah.
So are you a OBU fan? Are you a Cowboys fan? Are you a Sooner?
Well, Wyatt went to OU, and then he
Yeah.
did grad school at OU. So
Yeah,
he
so-
is an OU fan, but my family grew up OSU.
Yeah.
I don't really have a preference one way or the other. Whichever shirt I have that's cuter, I wear. So
Red or orange?
I think if I were from
green?
Oklahoma, I would be an OSU fan. I just think that. I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know.
People
I
have
just
such
think
strong
I
opinions.
relate. I just relate to those guys better, maybe.
This was
You
an
know.
Oklahoma Baptist podcast. You would have just
And I
lost
loved it.
half the audience.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love their coach too. What's his name?
Mike. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
That guy.
I've been trying to learn about football, but we'll see how far I get. We're big Thunder fans, you know.
Oh,
Thunder
yeah.
just won, so
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
champions.
Yep.
Well, and your short period, I didn't know it was just 11 months, but your short period in New Orleans, I mean, connects with a lot of Mississippi Baptists because a lot of Mississippi Baptists venture through there. Yeah, they attend other seminaries, and we like to say Mississippi that we helped start, which we did help start the seminary. And so Jamie Dew will say we're his favorite in Mississippi. And so I know that a lot of folks listening will share that with you. I assume you finished up online after that, after you moved back.
I sure did.
Okay. And that's part of the story where you met Andrew Harper, and Andrew Harper kind of threw your name in the hat here,
Well,
right?
we actually met Andrew whenever we were in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
missed
he
that.
was Wyatt's youth pastor.
Okay.
Yeah, and then Wyatt interned for him. Andrew was a big part of discipling Wyatt, and then he married us.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a long connection with the Harpers.
Yeah.
Known him for a long time, so
That's great.
Yeah,
Things
that's
to
awesome.
Connect.
yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. So you serve in women's ministries / WMU. So we added women's ministries as a part of the WMU office several years ago now, and so your particular role is mostly on the women's ministries side, which means obviously you have a heart for discipling women, seeing women discipled and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Can you kind of just talk us through where did that heart come from? And then we'll get into exactly what your hopes and dreams are.
I feel like we should have recorded this at a coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
Like, that would be your vibe, right?
That would be my vibe. So I don't want to get too much into my whole testimony part because we just did the Baptist Record article.
Go
you
read
can
it.
go there and read that, and that's got all of it,
Shout
and a
out.
really cute picture of us that one of our friends took.
That was a good picture,
Yeah, I love that picture. And that's the one that's on my Instagram and Facebook. So if you see that picture, you'll know you're on the right one.
There you go.
But anyways, so my parents always were really active in serving in church. So that was modeled to me whenever I was really young. And then, so growing up after I got saved at a really young age, I was like, well, this is what we do. We serve the Lord. And so I just started looking for opportunities. Early on, that really just looked like I watched over the other kids while they were decorating for VBS or making meals for church or just doing things like that. While the other kids were running around, I was momming them because I was just a little bit older. And then when I got into junior high, they asked if the youth would serve in VBS, and I was like, well, yeah, I always run around with the kids. And they were like, no, we want you guys to like actually serve. And I was like, I don't know what that means. I was like, well, I can hold babies, and I know there are snacks in the nursery at all times. So I was like, I can hold babies and eat goldfish and animal crackers, and that sounds great to me. So through 7th grade, I started doing that through VBS, and then it kind of just continued on after that. I just loved it, and I was like, put me on the rotation. I'll come in here some Sunday mornings and do this, and then that kind of rolled over to doing some children's church. So I did that a little bit, and then as I got older, kind of the ages I served with got older. So then I started serving more, like I would serve at preteen camp in the summers whenever I was in junior high and high school, and then in high school I started doing a lot more just leading girls' small groups, and then on Wednesday nights or Sunday nights. And then sometimes our Sunday school teachers, they were moms of boys in the youth group, and they would be gone for weekend baseball tournaments and things like that. So I would go, our youth pastor was like, well, y'all can join the boys. And the first Sunday I was like, ugh. So I was like, hear me out. What if I teach? Like, we've been going through the same Lifeway curriculum forever. Like I know the flow of it. Like what if I just lead? And he was like, yeah, I think that's a great idea. Go for it. And I was like, okay. So anytime they were gone, I would just pick it up and roll with it. So they just gave me a lot of opportunities to lead and teach in the church, and then outside of the church, I started doing like FCA. We started doing this Bible study at 6:15 a.m. on Tuesday mornings at a local coffee shop. And it was led by the youth pastor at first, and we were just going through the book of Romans. And then one week he texted me, and he was like, hey, I want you to lead this week. And I was like, because I'm not conscious at 6:15 a.m.
Right?
I was like, I don't know if you actually want that to happen. And he was like, no, yeah, you got it. And I was like, okay. So I started leading, and then he actually left to go serve at another church shortly after that. And everyone was like, Braelyn, you just got to keep going. And I was like, okay. So I started leading that, and we had all ages of people from our church going to this Bible study, whoever could wake up that early in the morning. And I called them my kids, the ones that I would go and pick up on the way there, the younger junior high students. They became my kids. So I would pick them up from their house for Bible study, and then I would take them to school with me when I went. So I started leading through that. And then I was a small group leader at Falls Creek several times. And then in just all of these different serving opportunities as I got older, it became very apparent. I had a lot of girls whose parents were not believers, weren't involved in church. Some of them had even lost parents. And then whenever they got in trouble, church was the thing that was taken away first. It was limited a lot. Like, you only have an hour. You can't go to church and Sunday school or church and youth. You have to pick. So they weren't ever really around people that were older than them, besides the youth pastor or whatever volunteers were there, or me, who was just barely older. So that just really put a burden on my heart for, these kids really need someone pouring into them, and they don't have that. And they're not finding it here because they're not ever in any of the intergenerational spaces in the church. So that really just burdened my heart, just for teaching women the word and teaching them to disciple other women.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where that burden came from. But
That's good.
That's good. So, as our listeners are hearing this, you talked about small groups and meetings and stuff. Let's transition to today. Like, what are some things that, Bible studies or things that you're going through today that are really impacting you, and that maybe that's going to turn into the next question of, okay, like, all right, everything you're about to do in your role, right? So we're going to grill you right now, hold you to it, and but let's just start with getting to know you more through even your Bible studies. Like, what piques your interest these days?
Yeah, I personally use She Reads Truth a lot. They have a lot of, it's just they go book by book usually, and it's just the text, and then they'll pull the text from the cross references. So it's all there. I don't have to go look it up separately or anything. It's all there, and they sometimes ask questions. They sometimes really don't. It's just really broad. So I'm able to just see how the Lord speaks to me through that. There are specific things that I look for in my quiet time, like, okay, what is this teaching me about God? So I'm underlining everything that it says about God. What does this teach me about mankind? So I'm squiggly lining everything that it says about mankind. And then what part of this encourages me? And I'm writing 2 exclamation points. What part leads me to worship? I'm drawing a little music note. And then how
Jon,
can I
do
respond?
That? That's great.
Yeah, so very
I was
very
thinking
visual.
different pen colors when she started, but then she went to squiggly lines and musical notes.
No, we got to
I'm
use
like,
one
that's,
pen.
If you were reading He Reads Truth, it would just be underlining in different colors.
Right.
But since She Reads, we get to draw squiggly lines
Well,
and
I've got a
music
favorite.
notes.
I've got a favorite kind of pen, so we can't be changing it up.
Yeah.
We got to have one color, one size.
Yep.
The G2 Pilot .5 pen, superior.
No, you don't need to write in your Bibles with that pen. I can give you a better option.
Well, I'm writing in a Bible study.
Oh, okay.
Not
so
my
I write in my Bible. Oh.
Or both, honestly. But those are the best. Those are the best pens.
Yeah.
I love
Some
them.
pen snobs out there.
Yeah. Well, there's some. I have found the perfect pen for writing in your Bible.
Really?
I have.
Well, you can gift one to me if you want.
It's a multicolored set that you can buy on Amazon.
Is it thick?
No,
Okay.
that's the key.
Because I don't like thick.
This is getting off track, but that's the key, is that it has to be a very thin tipped pen, and these also tend not to bleed like a fountain pen kind of thing would. So
It gives you more room to write those music notes.
Right. If it leads you to worship.
have you seen these people this is really off subject, but have you seen these people that draw total pictures
Yes.
over their pages in the
That
Bible?
is so much
man.
pressure. If I messed up one thing, I would be like, no offense, Lord, but I'm going to need a new one.
Forever.
That's a woman thing. I don't know why we're doing that these days, turning our Bibles into coloring books, but apparently it's
some
the thing.
people learn that way.
Maybe
Right.
so. Yep.
That's cool.
That was fun.
I don't know where to go from there, but
Well, there are other ones. And I journal my response, so that's kind of the last thing. And then, as far as like actual Bible studies, things I've been doing recently with groups are Jen Wilkins. We just finished None Like Him, which is just a book. We just read a chapter, and then we do a Zoom. It's actually with all the women in Wyatt's family, my husband's family.
cool.
We do a Zoom and go through the discussion questions. We're about
Did we
to
start Zoom because you moved to Mississippi? Or
Well,
we
we
already
started Zoom because everyone lives everywhere.
Okay, good.
So they're spread out all over Louisiana and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So they're kind of all over.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, they wanted to do this as a family, so I started doing it over Zoom. I think it's really cool. So it's been really fun. We just did None Like Him. We're about to start In His Image.
Yeah.
So
good.
yeah, those are really cool.
And I'm seriously we're not going to hold you to anything, but I know our listeners would like to know just a general direction. And I'll say this, like, I am super excited, like, for you coming on board. And I know we haven't had much time to talk personally, but just the opportunity that department has now to spend specific time on women's ministries in the church and to help come alongside the church in those ministries, because we've got a lot of great women's ministries in our state. And I'm looking forward to see how you interact and how you grow with these ladies. And so just kind of, what are your early thoughts on just direction for women's ministry as you relate to churches?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, I just want to get to know everyone. If
Yeah.
I could be everyone's friend instantly, I would. So that's kind of, I guess, my first goal is just building relationships, getting to know people. I know Tammy has some things up her sleeve for that. So I'm really excited for that. You'll have to stay tuned because I don't even know all the details of that. But yeah, stay tuned. Follow us on social media, and then you can see what that ends up looking like. But yeah, I'm really just excited to meet people. And I know that there are lots of women's ministry groups that are already doing things. I've met a few of those people and like just randomly and heard about different events going on. So I would love to go to any of those events and just get to like really see what they're doing, not just be there to support and just observe. And just praise the Lord for the things that he's already doing. Yeah. And then seeing how I can support and come alongside of women. So. Well,
I'm glad you can do it now because Jon really struggled with attending those events.
Yeah.
That's gonna be great. And I know, I mean, both of us here, we all experience it. It's going to take you a while.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
To really feel invested with your feet on the ground. I mean, you're in a housing transition right now. You need to find a home church. We all know how it goes, and so. I'm sure some things you want time to speed up and go faster so you can hurry and get to things, but it'll happen. And that's just what this podcast is about, right? Just slowly introducing you. And then even the impact training stops. So we're super glad you're here.
Yeah.
And anyway, maybe we could like do a coffee shop episode or something.
I would love that.
Yeah. And you heard that, like, so if those listening, if you want to.
I mean, I would say, I know we communicate through the Baptist Record that Braelyn is on board and some other avenues as well, but this may be the first time churches and association guys are hearing that Braelyn is here. And so like everybody that serves with the Mississippi Baptist Convention Board, she's just a phone call, email, text message away. And so I would encourage guys just to reach out to her, connect. It's probably not going to be a full-time women's ministry person at your church. Right. It's probably a volunteer person that's balancing women's ministries and maybe WMU as well. And so this connection, could help on the women's ministry side, which I think WMU calls enrichment because they like big words. But it's women's discipleship. Right. And so if you're hearing this and you're like, I didn't know they had a women's discipleship person at Mississippi Baptist. Well, here she is. And so her email address is B. Watkins.
B. Weaver.
Weaver. I was like, I didn't know. What's that last name?
B. Weaver. I want your last name to be Watkins, apparently.
The OSU Cowboys.
I know, yeah. At MBCB.org. I don't know her number, but it's 292 something. So, just call the Baptist Building and ask for her. There you go. There you go. So,
okay. We'll conclude with how can our listeners pray for you during this time of transition? Because I know it's kind of chaotic behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
So seriously, like, what are some prayer thoughts?
Well, we are in the process we just signed a lease, so just pray that our stuff gets here somehow. We're still figuring that out. So just that all works out, and then we'll be settling in actually now. So we've kind of been like in this in between where we're here, but it doesn't really feel like we're here.
Yeah, sure.
So also mosquitoes love me. So give me your tips and prayers because I don't know. They just love me more than they love everyone else.
Yeah.
So
well, if you move out of the woods, that
would probably help
you.
Yeah.
We won't give the location of your residence currently, but if you move out of the woods, it probably would help get you a little relief.
A little more concrete around you. Says the city boy right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Well, Braelyn, thanks for the time. I caught you on a Friday. Hope you've had a good week. And I'm so excited for things like this. I hope they help better connect you with Mississippi Baptist. And like Jon said, associations, church leaders listening, feel free to contact Braelyn. B. Weaver.
Or Watkins. Whichever one you want to use.
One of those you'll get me, one you won't.
All right. Thanks so much, Braelyn, for joining us on Mississippi Baptist Around the Table podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Mississippi Baptist, thank you for listening to today's episode. My name's Jon Martin, and I'm the Director of Church Planning and Revitalization. Our department exists to serve alongside cooperating churches, unifying and multiplying the local church by starting new plants and strengthening existing churches in fulfillment of the Great Commandment and the Great Commission. Our department covers church planning, church assessment, partnering with plants and church revitalization. If you have any questions for our department, please email me at jmaxey@mbcb.org or call my office at 601-292-3225.